righteous. This is our Beast Tamer Bard build, episode 351. Ooh, hold up. Jay, are you in the chat? Oh, shit. Jay, I need slates. Let me go, actually, in a momento. Sorry for anyone watching. I need to go put in a work order to my man real quick and be like, bruh. Solo game. Oh, no. Where am I going? I'm going to the wrong thing. My head's scattered. Orders to fill. I need slates for Pathfinder up to, I don't know, 375? Like, that seems logical. Hey, I was petting you, sir. I was petting you. You can't be all like, oh, pet me, father, all the time, and then be like, oh, father's petting me. I'm not gonna pay attention. Anyways, sorry about that. We are in the whirlpool, which has, I mean, it's looking pretty like
chosen one.
Final. But I don't know. I don't have a clue. Right?
And
Oh.
so the journey has come
Oh shit!
to an end.
What are you doing here? The image of Nocticula, mistress of the Midnight Isles, appears before you in a silent haze.
It was so very thoughtful of you to tell me about this little cruise. I promised I would find you when it reached its conclusion, and I did.
Oh, uh-oh. Did I tell her about it?
You have helped my old acquaintance Nahindri find his treasure. A job well done. My congratulations. What do you think happens next?
Yeah, let's be polite. It's a great honor to see you here.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Oh,
for
come on,
curtsies.
Nocticula.
I would prefer it if you answered my question instead. What do you suppose will happen once you've reached Nahindri's heart?
What?
Ah, mortals. Well then,
I don't know.
allow me to enlighten you.
Yeah,
You see, Nahindri wants to rise again.
sure.
To reunite his dry bones with his rotten heart. But he can't complete this process without blood. Hot, living blood. Which is something he hasn't had for many millennia.
Sure, okay.
And that's where you come in.
Why are you telling me this?
You're strong and brave. That rotting wreck of a demon lord is no match for you. I'm confident that you will kill him. Albeit
Oh.
with some effort. But I have my own plans for old Nahindri. Here. This is my weapon against demon lords. I don't want to see that wretch brought back to life. Drive this bolt straight into his black heart. Just as soon as you're done with that seafaring pile of bones that thinks itself his successor.
What does this bolt do?
It appears that our mutual friend Nahindri has found a way to escape his capital punishment and rise from the dead. This bolt will stop him. I will turn him into an island for my archipelago once more. Perhaps for millennia. Or for all eternity.
Why do you hate Nahindri so much?
We have a long history, he and I. You must have noticed how possessive he is by nature. He desperately wanted to add me to his collection of treasures. But this gem had too high a price for him, and his reeking corpse became the first of the Midnight Isles. Now he's decided to return. But I am not about to give him a second chance at caging me.
Pretty sure I know the answer to this. Nocticula does not dignify your suggestion with a response. She merely rolls her pupilless eyes theatrically and shakes her head. Will you help me in the battle?
I have already given you an excellent weapon. I think you'll manage.
Thanks for the bolt.
You're welcome. I do hope Nahindri appreciates it too.
Okay. We're gonna save. Leave the island with your spoils. Oh no.
Let's see what we can do.
This better, like, leave the island with your spoils. Just take me to the next, you know, the next scene where it's fighting the Hindry time. I hope they didn't just, like, interlude my ass and now I've got to go through a series of islands. That's gonna be very... No, okay. Alright. Okay. That's a big heart.
I'm here all week.
Okay, all of the buffs that are... We're actually gonna actively go through and double check for all of the little... I think all of them are up here, but... Trinity, no, no. Oh, Brilliant Inspiration is great. Brilliant Inspiration here. We'll do it on all our big ones.
We will win this war.
We'll make things right.
Alright, Ivu has... I think it's just... That's just Divine Favor, really. Okay.
You're a good person. I like you.
You don't have a bunch of, like... timed ones either.
I'm always open
Really,
to
we
ideas.
don't have a lot of people that have a lot of time.
I'm prepared.
For instance...
Here we go again.
Odysseus.
A bright future awaits us.
You require my unbiased opinion? Please, allow me.
Should I?
Yes, what?
Struggles never cease.
That stealth, but I'll try.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
I think that's really it for the big one. Okay. Turn on our greatness. Inspired heroic.
I am a very popular extraplanar hero from another planet. Why doesn't anyone here believe
Get
it?
haste on. Okay. We're gonna save. Cross our fingers. And we're gonna charge up into whatever the fuck this is. That his heartless body? Oh, I'm loving that. Loving that. 2,400 HP! Holy shit! And 66 AC is not insignificant. We're gonna delay until we can get behind Ember. Delay until we can get behind Ember. We're going to move here. And we're going to Blessing of Freedom Sela. Or Instrument of Freedom Sela. Wait until we can get behind. Okay. Ember. Look at this fucking thing. A lot of fucking spell immunities. Okay. Ooh, calm down, buddy. Expected. We're not going to be able to do a movement. We're just going to take a shot. Here. Oh, we've got a Swift. Okay. We're just pot-shotting. Wonderful. We did hit. Okay. AC should be 58 for melee attackers. Ooh, buddy. That was not especially great. I mean, we definitely got some hits in, but we did not go ham, so to speak. Okay, Nahindri is definitely immune to a bunch of stuff, but not going to be immune to this. We are going to move on the side here so that we maybe don't line up with a whole bunch of stuff.
The light take you.
Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Chunky already did 600 damage. Not a lot, but it's better than nothing. And now we are going to We do a magic missile. Ooh! Trip Calypso. Great. Great. Okay. He's doing a lot of things. We did a fair amount of damage to him in that first round, but not like a crazy amount. Missed with our gore. We are going to move up. We can hit everyone but Sela. Looks like. How much can we... That's all creatures. We do not want to do that. We want to make sure we'll stay appropriate amount of life. Okay, that was a big miss. We definitely want to move in, try to affect everyone, and we want to... Can we actually do anything to this guy? Can we drop a rainbow arrows on him? Will that matter? There's no way we can mind affect him, right? Like, well, plus 58, plus 48. No, even if he's not immune, we can't get past that. Okay, sure. Rainbow arrows. 66 damage. Not the worst thing in existence. Oh, why is his AC up so high now? Was he flat-footed initially? Alright, well, whatever. We still have to cackle. And then we have to hit him with whatever thing we can. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Her wisdom is a +4. That might actually matter. No. I just want to get some shots on. Good. Good. Good, good. All right. See how this goes. Oh. That's pretty bad. We can't hit unless we crit. Right? Yeah, we can't hit unless we crit with Odysseus. Unfortunate. Ivu has very high base attack bonus right now, so Ivu actually slaps insofar as being able to hit. Actually, you know what we should do with Ivu? We should turn power attack back on so that Ivu does more damage, because Ivu has a very high chance of hitting. So that is something that I need to remember to do.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
You quit laughing. 600 HP left. This is gonna suck. Oh, what? The what? Was not expecting that. Please charge. You missed. You missed a bunch of times. Yep. Okay. Okie. Yikes. Yeah, sure. Seems fine. What can I do? Rainbow Starfall? Sure. 39 damage isn't nothing. What did he just do? It reminded you of the final boss's Bone Laser spell in Breath of Fire 2. He had this like massive flail, right? That he just I think it's the anchor of the ship, maybe? And he just like swung it around and walloped everyone and smacked us all backwards, which was pretty great. We only have our standard action. We're gonna Hellfire Raid this guy, because that has been the majority of the damage that we've done. Okay. Use our 5 foot to back the fuck away.
I will resist.
Oh. We're slowly chipping him down. Oh no. Okay. Here's the thing. Odysseus can only hit on a natural 20. So, might as well make it the biggest natural 20 it can be. Okay. Hit once for 70 damage. Okay. Ivu, we have realized, right, has a decent chance of hitting. So let's make that hit harder. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, so Oh, right, because his armor class keeps kind of going up. Oh, no. No. Oh, Pet the Odie. Oh, dang. Sorry. Odysseus. Don't you stretch at my face, boy bean. That's rude. I'm gonna claw my eyes out one of these days. Only an accident, though. Yes, boy. Yes, your boy. Ugh. Okay. Very scary. Much wow. Can we do this? Woo! I mean, we're gonna fucking have to try, right? Like, there's not a miss. Oh! Oh, that matters! Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't think Ninio can deal 136 damage. This is gonna get nasty. This is gonna get pretty nasty. 17 left! Ah! No! Ah! Why couldn't you have rolled a little better? I guess. I don't actually know. I feel like that was pretty good rolling, truth be told. I think we've got this. Unless he does something crazy, or unless he has a second form, which very well could be the case. Okay, well, Ember's dead. And Odysseus is dead. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no, the bloat. The bloat? Who the fuck? Okay. casting here to try to hit as many people as we can over here. Wonderful. Okay. And we can't do anything else. Look at this. Who the fuck? Who the fuck is this random asshole? 26? Actually very weak. He didn't die. He did not die. He didn't die. Is that because of this guy?
Prepare yourself.
No. Triumphed in the final battle without using siege weapons. What? The fuck did I just get? Oh no.
The imposter has fallen. Good.
Okay.
So that's what my greatest treasure looks like. The reason for my suffering. My black heart. The imposter awakened it with the promise of a sacrifice. But he failed to fulfill his promise. Now it is dying. Destroy it. End my torment. Let my spirit go to the Rift of Repose. My last refuge has waited for me long enough.
Nocticula gave me a midnight bolt and told me to stick it into your heart.
Nocticula has the safety of her island in mind. The one that was formed out of my flesh after my death. The destruction of my heart will flood that island, diminishing the Succubus Queen's realm. If you pierce my heart with her bolt, I will remain her prisoner for many centuries to come. I beg you, don't do it.
Don't want to live again?
My life was pathetic. My afterlife was pointless. I am tired of being
Mood. Right, like... I feel that. I feel that.
You know, I could have helped the imposter defeat you. Although I don't think he could have, even with my help. But I didn't help him. Today, Nahindri must die for good.
What happened if I simply leave this place?
My heart is dying. Its agony will last for another hour, maybe a day. Then it will finally die. And my spirit will be released so it may find the rest it has earned. But why would you simply leave? End my existence right now. Why wait for it to end on its own? I will accept your decision, whatever it may be.
They could have said things in a lot of different ways. Right? They could have couched this in a lot of different ways, but they couched it in a very specific way. You do not deserve freedom. And I am playing the Azada Mythic Path, and I am role-playing, or trying to, close-ishly, role-play the Azada Mythic Path. And that's the one hot button. It's like, you don't take other people's freedom, right? Like, I release you, go to the Rift of Repose. Sorry, Nocticula. The spirit holds out its sword to you. The grip is cold and almost weightless. You feel as though you are clasping the last breath of a dying man, one who is ready to fade away without a trace.
It was the only way.
I see you have failed to do my bidding. You disappoint me. Too much is at stake right now for me to kill you for this trespass. Farewell.
Whoops. She the big mad. I see. Not to be, or not unexpected, I think, in that particular instance. Well then, that was interesting, right? Like, that was kind of cool. Let's look at some things, shall we? We've got, it's done this thing lately. Who needs ballista? Triumphed in the final battle without using siege weapons. I think I accidentally got this. I don't think that this is the correct achievement, or what I just did. So, a little strange. No big deal. That was, I assume, the end of the... We got 7 Midnight Bolts from her? Wow. Huh. I assume that that is the end. Where... Thanks, game. Took me away from her body, so I had to actually use a resurrection. I appreciate it.
Trust in yourself.
Alrighty, that was pretty cool. That was pretty interesting, honestly. All things considered, that was a pretty neat DLC. I do think that the overall, like... trying to be generous here when I say this, but like the whole going from the fuck am I getting out of this place? The whole going from island to island to island to island is a bit tedious, especially initially, right? Because did it not let me out of this section?
Here we go. I can handle it.
I found something.
Weird. Anyways, it was a fun DLC, but the beginning of it, right, like back when we were in Alashinira, was somewhat tedious, right? Like, the plot points were kind of few and far between, and it was just go into a new place and fight a series of things, and go into a new place and fight a series of things, and rinse repeat. It felt a little like, you know, like that stuff didn't matter. At the end of the day, though, I do think that that was a pretty interesting, from a story perspective, I enjoyed what we were trying to accomplish, or what we ultimately did accomplish. It was pretty cool. That is the end of the Midnight Isles DLC. Very neat. We're going to pop into Dresden. For 2 main points, we're going to fully rest and get rid of all of our Abyssal Corruption. We're also going to go stop off in the streets and sell things just to make sure that our, you know, baggage isn't overly much. And then, I think, in theory, we're... Oh, why are we all the way here? In theory, we're gonna head towards the end of the game. We're going to, I think at that point, make our way to Threshold and see what's what. £1,000 right there. Only £400. It's 400,000 gold, or whatever the currency is. Oh, that's gonna be way more pounds. $3,000. Nice. Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
Quests. We have completed everything except for in-game, which is being a fucking asshole and not completing. Maybe we'll like pass time or something like that on a day or two for in-game and see if maybe we can trigger something there. But I'm not gonna beat my head against it. We have... Fuck you, game. Hey, here's Dorgalinda, which is the logistics leader, which is what we need for endgame. Alright. It's done, Commander. The most difficult moment demanded that we make the most difficult decision, and we did. The first requisitions have been made, the warehouses have been resupplied, the soldiers have their weapons and food. The people curse our names, of course, call us the new Fellows of the Crusade, except they're back home and we're on the front lines. They couldn't see that we're hanging by a thread. They can't understand that we had to act the way we did. History will absolve us, Commander. Because this crisis has taught us to use resources sparingly, we've even ended up with a certain surplus of funds. I propose we use them to build a majestic cathedral. No, we have a few sins on our conscience. If praying for forgiveness doesn't work, maybe buying it will. Oh my god, we've got to do another thing. Ah! Forget it. Let's celebrate instead. I say we use the spare money to build ourselves one hell of a palace. A real commander's residence. With peacocks. A cathedral would be wonderful. But I think I have an even better idea. Let's use the money to create a magnificent garden in memory of the fallen, and as a promise that very soon Sarkoris will bloom again. We're still at war here. All resources must go towards fortifying our defenses. We should construct the kind of fortress that would deter anyone from even thinking about attacking Dresden. we have any other choices? Furrowing her brow grimly, Dorgalinda says with determination, "The ends justifies any means. We're fighting for this world, and I don't care what it thinks of us. We'll save it by force if we have to." So you're saying we're at the point to where we have earned a reputation as robber barons, even though we're robbing from the barons, right? Because that's the choice we picked. We picked to take supplies and money from the rich, not from the masses, but from the rich. So somehow that means the masses, because that's what it's kind of displaying, that the people think of us as shitty, as, you know, a repeat of the Fellows of the Crusade, which were shitty, right? But we've also managed to get such a surplus that we're going to turn around and build it on some grand works. Why the fuck are we not just, like, sending it back or putting it back, right? Like either send it back so we don't have the reputation, or put it back, as in, like, store it so that if shit goes bad, we're okay. They really call us the Fellows out loud? See, this is a thing where I don't like about the game. In this particular situation. In other situations, it's been very different. But in this situation, it feels as if our choices don't really matter. The game is going to pigeonhole us into this situation. It's like, you've got to be okay with making the hard choice. And be like, I didn't make the hard choice. All of the choices I made for logistics were easy choices. Like, anyways. I'm afraid so. But what can we do about it if it was the only way to win? Don't listen to them, Commander. They're the words of people back home who owe you their lives. You can court-martial me after the war if you want, but for now, we must snatch victory from the jaws of our enemy at any cost, and by any means necessary. Now, hear what my advisors have to say. Woljif, what do we need a palace for? What do you mean, what for? To live a life befitting people of your status. Without getting soaked to the bone in a tattered tent, without shivering in the Citadel's drafts, something with a little class, you know? With servants, the marble bathroom, a warm privy. I'm a veteran of the Crusade. Can't I have a few small pleasures in life? A palace, in the middle of a war. Woljif. Oh, that's Land's voices. Incorrect. Woljif, there's a certain difference between your sob stories about your rough childhood, which, however, we aristocrats who've been eating off golden plates our whole lives could never understand, and the shameless depravity you've just offered us. The Crusade is not a shop you can squeeze every now and then to gain some quick coin. If I hear any more suggestions to splurge at the expense of this holy cause, I'll take you into a nice warm bathroom or privy and drown you. I'm kind of on Land's side in this particular instance. Like, Woljif's is just woefully decadent in this particular instance. Ursula. There's always time to make beautiful and living things. Once Sarkoris was a flourishing, plentiful land. The wound changed it, but we're here to fight the wound, are we not? With magic, potions, and skilled gardeners at our side, we could recreate a piece of the blessed nature of old Sarkoris, and from that garden, seeds of a happy future will scatter all throughout the surrounding lands. Ursula smiles shyly. Once we have a palace, you can grow whatever you like. Flowers, cucumbers, anything. Go crazy. But right now, we need something more substantial and comfortable. The chief and I, we haven't been bending over backwards just to be breaking our backs growing veggies. We deserve decent working and living conditions. That worked in the Shire, but would it work in a place like this? I don't know. I assume, it would, but I don't know. Land, do you think we can surpass Dresden's fortifications? We can certainly reinforce it and make some improvements. And we'll place another stronghold inside the existing fortress, one that's even more secure. We collected the money to support the war effort, didn't we? So that's what it should be used for. Otherwise, it was just shameless extortion. I kind of agree with Lan in this particular case. The war is nearing its end. We're on the offensive. I doubt we'll need to defend Dresden again. It's our enemies who should be preparing their defenses. Dorgalinda, I thought you weren't particularly religious. Why do you think we should build a cathedral? Right you are, Commander. I've never been pious, but my reasoning is purely pragmatic. If you want to placate the people, you build a temple. The priests get their gold, the gods get their prayers, and the people will quickly forget they've been robbed and convince themselves they donated the money to a holy cause of their own volition. Again, with this whole focus on the people, we did not raise taxes on the masses. We did not go door to door against the peasants of Mindev and take their money. We chose the decision to go take money from the wealthy and the nobles. Like, stop making it out to seem like the common folk have any reason to have anything against us. I say that, but okay. Logical deduction, we take money from the wealthy and the nobility, who in turn are the wealthy and the nobility gonna take money from, right? Like, they're gonna take it from the common folk, and they're not gonna be like, oh, well, we're taking this extra money from you because, you know, the commander of the crusade took our money, right? They're just gonna be like, we were forced to raise taxes because the commander of the crusade said so, right? Like that type of situation. So, all right, fine. I think it's RC, and it could have been delivered in a different way, but I've seen myself around to the reasoning. I don't like it though. What? We've just been handed this gift on a platter, and you want to give it all to the gods? Aren't you spoiling them just a little? You know what? They can shove it. Don't listen to her, Chief. Just get something for yourself for a change. Oh, God. A palace increases finance, material, and energy points by 25%. Only one palace can be built in total. A spiritual garden provides a plus 25 bonus to combat morale of all units and increases general's energy recovery by 50%. Recruitment growth for mythic units increases by 20%. Only one spiritual garden can be built in total. All of these things are going to be irrelevant to us at this point in the game. We're not going to care about any of them. Stronghold increases recruitment growth for trainable units at by 25%. Only one stronghold can be built in total. These would have been things that would have been really cool, like build defining things in the mid game, right? Like in the mid game, we had a crisis. We raised taxes on people, or we took money from whoever, right? Or we took a loan, whatever. And then we had excess, and we built something that kind of defined the way we play the Crusade. But the Crusade's done, right? Stronghold increases recruitment growth. We already read this. Cathedral provides all units with 15% bonus to HP, a plus 3 bonus to attack and AC, and a plus 10 bonus to damage against demon units. Only one cathedral can be built in. I mean, honestly, the cathedral has probably some of the best statistics there. And while I am not playing a character that I think is particularly pious, I do agree with Dorgalinda on the concept of, like, do we really need to refortify Dresden? We're on the offensive, right? Woljif is completely out of fucking line with the palace. I don't dislike Arushale's concept of a garden, and actually that's the only other one I would lean into because we're going Azada, right? So the whole, you know, nature, garden, fairies kind of situation does appeal to me. So it's kind of from a roleplay choice between the garden and the cathedral. And I think the cathedral is just a better option, truth be told. From a mechanical standpoint. So I think we'll probably go with the cathedral. But again, does it really matter at this point? Why don't we just take the garden from a roleplay standpoint? Strategic victory! Yay! We did get the in-game achievement. I was just talking shit about it, and it actually happened. That's good. May it bring peace to the fallen and hope to the living. May the land awaken from its long nightmare and bloom once again. You don't like the new achievement sound? It's something. Commander, thank you for everything you've done. Your methods have been irregular, cruel at times, and, let's face it, not strictly legal on occasion, but they did the job. Fuck you! I do not like the logistics line of situations. I don't remember, I probably did, but I don't remember making a lot of shitty choices when it comes to any of the Crusade options, right? Like, I've been trying to play a mostly good character, but Dorgalinda is making it out to where we're just, like, robbing people left and right, and we're, like, being especially cruel to people, etc., etc. And I don't understand why. I just feel like I don't... Like, the other three have been fine. The other three paths of the Crusade have been fine. This one makes me feel like shit, and I don't like it. Like, it's not enjoyable to feel like I took money from the wealthy and now you're gonna make me feel like ass about it? Fuck you. You have done it. You've prevented this crusade from choking in the noose of this crisis. You've organized logistics we can rely on in the final battle. Okay. Huh. I never thought you and me would be so slick at dealing with serious business like all this. The two of us has pretty much saved the whole crusade from certain doom. I'm proud of us. Did I ever pick a single Woljif option? I don't know. You were faced with a very difficult task, to lead the crusade in its hour of greatest need. Alas, there's no place for kind decisions in times like these. One is forced to choose between evil and idleness, and you found the strength to make the right choice, and you saved us. I greatly respect you for that. Again, making it out to be like I'm just choosing these incredible evil options, which I don't fucking remember doing. Well, I knew this wasn't gonna be easy. It takes nerves and a heart of steel to be a good chief. You've proven that you have them, because the people who depend on you are still alive. That's what matters. The logistics service will continue its work, but I don't think we'll ever have to call another meeting of this council. Congratulations, Commander. Your logistics are more solid than ever. Now you have only one concern. The front lines. The offensive. Victory. You think you did have him call up some mediators at one point that you're not sure? That's fair. I don't know that it was in the logistics thing, though, because some of the characters are on multiple councils. Like, I think Woljif was also in the diplomacy council, which is, I think, where I pulled up in the mediators, which I think makes sense in that particular instance. But in the logistics kind of like line of choices, I think almost all of Woljif's options were like steal shit or, you know, do shit for ourselves, that type of thing. And I generally steer clear away from those, or have in this particular playthrough. So I don't know, like, it feels weird to me. Regardless, though, hey, we did the thing. We got in-game. I was expecting to not get in-game because the game didn't respond when we actually hit the experience threshold for in-game. So was very concerned that we weren't going to be able to achieve that, but we did. So that's exciting. We're going to rest.
The only thing you Hell Knights are good for is killing their own. How many Hell Knights die in peacetime at the hands of their officers?
That's a fucked up thing to say.
What's that?
That's also a fucked up thing to say. Both of you had a fucked up point of view in that particular instance. The final choice with Nahindria was the last part of the DLC. I am assuming that, yes. I'm assuming that Midnight Isles DLC is all done now. Ooh, our morale is actually kind of low. Walk out. We're going to take a look at the world map. And it is at this point, I think... I was trying to go for suspense. Yeah. It is at this point, I think, that we are going to go ahead and end this episode, because I believe we only have one thing left to us. Last steps. We have the final assault on Threshold. All the way down here. So, that's going to be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We are going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. We will see you next time for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.